Looking again to the sideline, DeAndre Gilbert with the catch, and it's a first down. Gilbert over at the sideline hauled it in, and another perfect pass by David Carr.
And I like the fact that the Bulldogs are moving the pocket to utilize the foot speed of this man, David Carr. He has 4.67 40. Watch the pocket move. That buys him more time, and he obviously has a strong arm, and he just guns it out there. And this is DeAndre Gilbert, a freshman, having a very good season.
Hand off to Whitaker. Stopped for no gain. May have lost half a yard. Stacked up defensively by Tim Skipper, Orlando Huff. Alan Harper was also in on the stop for Fresno State.
Well, Skipper and Huff, those two linebackers, read that immediately. Our keys make Whitaker work, and so far they've been able to do it. He has not gotten away for a big play.
Fumble on the snap. Arroyo got it back, but he lost a yard and a half, and that'll put San Jose State in a fourth down punting situation. 31st in the Silicon Valley Bowl. Pass is deflected into the arms of Jeremy Johnson. That went into the arms of a defender by San Jose State, but he couldn't control it. I think it may have been Willie Adams, number 11, but Jeremy Johnson was in the right place at the right time and had the presence of mind and concentration to keep it. Let's see who got a hand on it for the defender.
Well, you got to be lucky some of the times, and that's just a very fortunate play for Fresno State, as that one was batted into the air and retrieved by Johnson. So a breath of fresh air for Fresno State, as that one should have been picked off by Adams. You're right.
Remaining in a scoreless first quarter. Carr will throw on first down, and again he's going to look for Smith. Again, Smith is open. This time he won't jump it. Touchdown Bulldogs. No flags. And redemption for Charles Smith.
And what a perfect strike by quarterback David Carr. 46 yards, and you got to feel great for Charles Smith. Back home in San Jose, dropping a couple passes, dropping an earlier touchdown, and how sweet is that? And Carr put it right there. I mean, David Carr in this first quarter has performed absolutely perfectly. First quarter.
Smith at the top of the screen, matched up again. Pass to right. This time it's another first down. The quick slant, and if he's got enough, finally run down by Adams, but a big gain. The pass to Rodney Wright, who cut inside on the slant in front of Adams, who gave up the touchdown pass to Smith earlier in the quarter.
How sweet a sight is that for Fresno State fans? Here's a football player that's gifted, who's not had a good year only because he's been physically banged up and hasn't played much. And this is 51 yards of real estate that Rodney Wright has to be enjoying. He's had a bad calf that slowed him up. It's a nice warm day here, warm by Northern California standards, and I think that's going to help Rodney Wright as this day goes on.
Now from about the same distance. He hooked the previous one. This one is right through. So Asparuoff with a 37-yard field goal gives Fresno State a 10-0 lead just the start of the second quarter. Arroyo, pass is intercepted. Tim Skipper with a one-handed interception.
Well, to say that was a poor series of downs for Marcus Arroyo would be an understatement.
Who was he throwing to?
I don't know if it slipped out of his hands or it was deflected, but Tim Skipper made a nice catch. And Fresno State has a golden opportunity to build on a 10-0 lead. Take another look at this. Yeah, it just got away from him.
Wow.
It just slipped out of his hands, and Skipper made this is a great catch. Look at Tim Skipper as this slips out of his hands. He realized the Bulldogs had the play covered, but what a catch by Tim Skipper. Yeah, you said that could come back to haunt the Bulldogs, but their defense has been solid the whole game. And look at this again, Skipper all over Deontay Whitaker.
This has been the real steadying force for Fresno State this season. Nick Gilliam on to attempt the extra point with 18 seconds remaining in the first half, and it's blocked by Fresno State. Bulldogs got a piece of it for the block. Nick Burley. Carr is going to go deep for Rodney Wright on the other side and catches it for the first down. No flags this time. First half it was Charles Smith the favorite target. Now Rodney Wright's been the deep threat. That one was on target. Wright made a great over-the-shoulder catch along the sideline.
That is the biggest play of the year to this point for Fresno State. They were bottled up, momentum working against them, and then they come up with this. Protection is good, and just lofted it on that fly pattern on the far sideline, right on target for 37 yards to Rodney Wright.
Very physical with the Bulldog receivers. Asparuov trying to add to the lead through the field goal. His second of the game by Hasan Asparuov gives Fresno State a 7-point cushion now at 13-6. So at least the Bulldogs get some points out of that drive and take a lot of time off the clock. Just Whitaker tries to reverse his field, dragged down from behind by Orlando Huff.
Well, Orlando's had a great year. I mean, this defense has been very good all year, but Orlando Huff has been terrific all season long. You see Jake Probst 59 chasing, turning them back the other direction, and 49 is going to come in and just clean up.
Another blitz, the pass, picked off. Lawrence Deck has it at the 40, the 30, the 20. Deck will go. Touchdown, Fresno State. And listen to this crowd. Where are we?
Well, Brennan Crooks threw that one into traffic. That's 2 plays in a row. He never should have thrown the football. He tried to force it in, and the Bulldog defense made him pay in a huge way. And Lawrence Deck celebrating a wonderful moment for him, his teammates, and for Fresno State.
He's one of the Bulldogs seniors on the field.
There's 3 Bulldogs there. That was forced into coverage. It wasn't there. And Deck takes it back. Yeah, he shows great speed here. I mean, look at that burst at that point. He's gone.
Asparuov with the extra point up and good, and quickly Fresno State strikes for 10 points in just over 1 minute, expanding the lead to 20-6 over San Jose State on the Spartans' home field. Game, it's 20-6 Fresno State. Julian tripped up in the backfield by Alan Harper on a big-time defensive play by Harper. Loss of about 3. Harper just bolted into the backfield.
Now here's a guy that had 11 tackles against TCU. He's an all-star basically every week and makes big plays in big situations. And he just made a big-time play on Julian.
Yard line of Fresno State. Another blitz. Woo! Clarence Denning, or Vernon Fox, number 33, was right there as Crooks turned around and went right into him.
Well, there's a case where Crooks had to get out of the pocket and unload the ball. It was 4th down. And that time he stayed in the pocket and waited too long and took the punishment from Vernon Fox.
Turns the ball over to the offense again. Now at the 45, Fresno State will throw on first down. Carr, deep for Smith, open, great catch. He laid out, caught it inside the 5.
Forget all those drops in the first half. They're a distant memory now for Charles Smith. And I like the play call.
Immediately after the turnover, you go for the jugular.
Absolutely.
Andy Ludwig rolling the dice after Fresno State's defense turned the ball over to the offense, and the fans are headed for the exits here at Spartan Stadium.
This is a magnificent catch. Look at him lay out. He beat a good defensive back in Wallace. This is 50 yards downfield. Look how strong Carr's arm is. And a big-time play to the 5-yard line.
Carr, play action. Greco. Touchdown. Greco took the pass and got a piece of the cone and a race to the corner. And the Bulldogs have extended their lead.
Andy Ludwig's offense going full out on that drive. Just a big-time drive after the defense turned it back to him. Going for the jugular and then not quitting at the 5 when they could have tried to jam it in with the run. Going right back to the air when they had San Jose State off balance in 91. So Chuck Shelton knows of the prowess of the Fresno State program.
Screen batted and intercepted by Clarence Denning. What a spectacular play by Denning. He got one call up, batted it, caught it out of the air, picked it off at the 20.
Well, that's a freshman who is, and a true freshman who is so talented. And when you talk to Pat Hill and to Kevin Coyle about defensive players, they're going to talk about Charles Denning because of his abilities to make plays. And you just saw one. And that one, Ralph, we were talking about it in between, that some of the loyal fans here at San Jose were starting to leave. That one set them out in droves. They are leaving rapidly. And can add the 3 points.
Yeah, Pat Hill doesn't ever want to give the impression that you're pouring it on or running up the score, especially in this rivalry. As Baruch puts up his 3rd field goal of the game. And remember, prior to this, teams had only kicked 2 field goals combined against San Jose State. So Fresno State extends its lead. It's now 30-6 Bulldogs with about 6 minutes to play. We'll be right back. Bulldogs blitz. Brooks trying to work a miracle. Stays on his feet and then finally slips. Sam Williams.
And then the offense took it from there.
Josh Levi. Goodbye. Touchdown, Fresno State. The guy who went 94 a year ago breaks one today.
Well, I guess the running game was a key. And for Josh Levi and for Fresno State, all the work for the whole season is a huge benefit now. All that work they put in, all those hours, they deserve to celebrate. It's going to be a fun bus ride back through the Pacheco Valley and through the pass.
And there he goes through the pass.
That is a huge pass. It's a free pass to the end zone. And a touchdown for Levi.
45 yards on the score for Josh Levi. With 3:45 remaining, Asparuov makes it a 37-6 Fresno State lead. He stunned San Jose State fans. Can't believe what they're seeing. This has been a pretty good season, and I would imagine when the final totals come out, they're going to have their biggest crowd of the year here today.
Well, you mentioned their crowd, and Josh Perry, their middle linebacker, has been adamant and criticized the fans for not coming out and supporting them. And I think that's sad in a way, because San Jose State has really turned it around. They do have a 7-win season, as does Fresno State. But the fans of Fresno State have been just absolutely great today.
Oh, you got to love being able to come into your rival's home with that many of your fans and have them sticking around here at the end of the game cheering you as the winner of, as you said, 7 straight now in this series.
Well, they've averaged a little over 40 a game in this series, and they got 37 today, and they'll take it.
Zeros on the clock, and we believe Bulldogs in the Silicon Valley Bowl Classic. Fresno State now finally wraps this one up. 37-6 over San Jose State. We'll be back with more from Spartan Stadium after this.